你師傅係咪比爾啊
Yes, he is.
你師傅講過，你曾經學過武術，你學過啲乜嘢
I am proficient in Tiger Crane style, and I am more than proficient in the exquisite art of the samurai sword.
睇你嘅脾氣都幾可愛，你知唔知本道嘅功夫同你點比啊？
哦，
你知唔知本道會殺人啊？
嚇！
咁你係咪想死啊？
哦，
去邊嘅架度？攞起把劍。我要睇下你嘅武功有幾深。出招！如果我輸俾你嘅話，我今日鬼就拜你為師。
Howdy viewers, let's go Joe Harty here. Welcome back to a player versus player combat mission called War. This time it's against the Red Hex of Death. Bit of a media engagement today will be the Americans, and we see we have a ridge line in front of us. And behind that, the reverse slope is a gully. And we've got a hill on the right side and the left side. And our job is to take those objectives. I think the Russian attack is going to come over the ridge and then along the gully to take 3 objectives and take the honours. And today I've chosen a very infantry focused force, and we're going to go left to right to work out what our forces are. On the left hand side we've got a couple of tow launchers and a infantry platoon. The infantry platoon is going to push forward into the first objective on the left hand side, but they're going to hold back their dragons and form a gun line along the stone wall. And next up we have a mortar platoon. They've got target reference points, key parts of the objectives in the base of the gully. And then we have a armour platoon. They're going to push up and but just hold back, wait for appropriate time to counter-attack. And then we'll have a scout platoon in M113s. And we're going to push through the gap between the hills, through the gully into the reverse slope of that ridge line to make sure we grab that as soon as possible and set up a defensive network. I've loaded up those scout teams with extra dragons, so everyone has at least one with several rockets, and they'll be able to take care of any Russian armour that advances too far beyond the crest of that ridge. Battalion Command will push ahead, organise the show, and got another platoon will push through on foot through the gap between the hills, and in time take up positions on the reverse slope on the objectives. Then last but not least we have a tank and a tow hunter vehicle on the right hand side. We'll push up in reverse slope on the hill and take care of any Russians pushing forward on the far left, and push up to the crest on the right and take care of any Russians advancing over the top of the hill. So let the action commence. Get those bad boys rolling. Those scouts in their M113s are really pushing ahead fast. On the right, the M60A3 TTS and his M901 buddy are pushing up to the reverse slope with the hill on the right hand side. Anyone who's not in the vehicle has to leg it as quickly as they can. Except for the tow launcher teams, they seem to make their way forward at a very leisurely pace. The platoon on the left, however, is pushed forward quite fast, and now the Dragon teams will split off to form a gun line behind the stone wall, whilst the infantry pushes forward onto the objective.
Quiet down, let's get some noise discipline here.
The rest of the tank platoon and the AA vehicle take up a position in the centre, ready to move to any threatened sector. Scout platoons across the forward objectives deliver their deadly cargo of scout teams and dragons. The infantry platoon on the left splits off from their dragon teams and rushes towards the objective as quickly as they can.
Come on, go, go, go! Follow me, man!
We aim to get to those victory buildings before the Russians can interdict us running across open ground.
Come on, go, go, go!
Meanwhile, our gun line of dragons and a tow launcher are ready to spring into action. The infantry platoon on the left rushes forward to grab those objective buildings.
Cover me! Come on, go, go, go!
Bloody hell.
There's too many of them.
Pull back!
Watch out, enemy tank.
Two squads are now decimated. One with the lone survivor will have to push forward on his lonesome, and the other squad with 3 survivors will have to hold their buildings on the ridge top.
睇到我功夫啊，試我腳法啊！你個劍術只係屬一般業餘嘅水平。殘廢比你強，再嚟啊！廢物！
Get up and fight!
Come on, boys, get up and fight. And here's the offending Russian, a T-62 with a 115mm main gun, an AA machine gun. Meanwhile, on the right, in the wheat fields, our scout teams and their dragons take up position.
Follow me, man. Cover me.
More of our scout teams occupy the centre objective and bring forward their dragons.
Follow me, man. Come on, go, go, go.
More scout teams take up position on the centre objective, overlook the exit from the woods into the gully on the left. Our dragon teams behind the stone wall cover the ridge.
Watch out, enemy vehicle.
That was a close miss, but it demonstrates we have a line of sight to that village. We need to start calling mortars on that position. And now we can take stock of our positions on the map. We've occupied the objectives on the left, the centre and the right. Positioned our M60A3 TTS in the centre and on the reverse slope on the right-hand hill. Got our dragon line organised in front of the orchards, but we've suffered significant casualties to our infantry platoon on the left. But all our teams are in position. We just await the first thrusts of the Russian forces. However, the slowest moving unit is the tow launcher team on the left. They're still coming into position.
Enemy vehicle.
Just in time, it seems. The scout and infantry platoon consolidates on the centre objective, preparing to ambush Russians as they exit the woods into the gully ahead, as well as arranging artillery fire onto the village. Here they come, boys. The tow launcher team on the left starts to take MG fire.
Fire mission request. Out.
It's a BTR with a heavy machine gun.
Request fire mission. Out.
Another Russian tank appears.
Shot. Over. Shot. Out. Shot.
Bring up the
out.
dragons. Try again, boys. It's time to take stock of the situation again. We've seen Russian tanks on the ridge lines firing towards the left, and we're seeing Russian infantry in the woods. Looks like they're going to push on the centre objective.
Shot. Over.
On the centre objective, we direct mortar fire onto the village and into the woods. But we also notice Russians pushing up on the left, trying to take advantage of a depleted platoon on that side of the board.
Fire for effect. Out. Roger. Fire for effect.
Looks like a substantial number of Russians are pushing the left flank into what we'll call the U-shaped house.
Shot. Over. Shot. Out. Fire for effect. Over.
In the centre, we're trying to take control of the buildings on the top of the ridge. But Russians have something to say about that.
Roger. Fire for effect.
I'm surprised the Russians haven't got massed artillery on our heads, but ours seems to be off target.
Adjust fire. Out. Adjust fire. Out. Fire for effect. Out.
Our tanks positioned on the far right spot movement around the U-shaped house. On the right, the Russians are pushing through the wheat fields, trying to seize the heights on our right flank.
Request fire mission out.
We're ready and waiting for them.
Shot. Over. Shot. Out. Shot. Over. Shot. Out. Shot. Over. Shot. Out.
One of our mates goes down.
Shot. Over. Shot. Out.
The Russians don't see what hit them. Our M60 continues to target the U-shaped house. We bring another M60 up through the orchard.
Shot. Out.
The Russians themselves target the house with the lone survivors. So we pull back our M60 in case it gets spotted. number of Russian tanks on the ridge increasing, we bring up more M60s to defend the reverse slope. We also bring up the AA gun to put more fire on the U-shaped house. We also reposition the M60 on the right and bring the M901 tow launcher up to cover the ridge. The man-portable tow launcher on the right-hand side finds its targets.
Reload! Good shot.
We continue to reposition our forces on the right to secure the objective. Now Russian tanks have been spotted on the left behind the U-shaped house. We send the AAA vehicle through the orchard while sending the last M60 to cover the centre and right objectives. That's a hit.
Shot. Over.
Our gun line of Dragons and the tow launcher and are now taken under fire. We continue to push our infantry up through the wheat field on the right hand side. BTRs are feeling lucky on the left. But they aren't that lucky.
Shot. Over. Shot.
Another man-portable tow launcher on the right finds targets.
Over. Contact. Enemy vehicle.
Here it is. Damn trees.
Roger. Fire for effect.
Our boys on the right continue to push through the wheat field. The Russians seem to have the same idea. Haha, missed us that time. More Russian vehicles take position behind the U-shaped house. Finally got him. Will this Vulcan ever get angry? Yes, it does. We push the M901 to cover the ridge.
Fire for effect. Out. Watch out.
Enemy tank sighted. We are approaching. Enemy tank spotted. Sarge, spotted enemy vehicle.
We missiles fly and hit. We knock out a BMP, but now our tow launcher is damaged. The tow launcher on the right has the enemy's range.
Yeah, he's burning up good now.
Sarge, we spotted enemy vehicles. Enemy vehicles ahead.
And if we take stock of the situation at this point in time, the Russians seem to be well positioned to contest 3 of the objectives on the left, centre and the right, and hold the objective on the rear. So let's see what happens.
Roger, fire mission request. Out.
We've spotted a BMP pushing up rapidly on the right with infantry support to boot.
Roger, fire mission request. Out.
Shot, over. Shot, out.
Roger. Out.
It seems to run into unexpected tank fire.
Shot, over.
Request
Shot,
fire mission
over.
out.
Shot, out.
Shot, out.
Shot, over. Shot, out. Shot, over.
Russian infantry are mauled in the process. Brave Russian tankers push on the left.
Out. Shot, out.
Shot, over.
Shot, out. Shot, over. Shot, out.
Flash, over. Flash, out.
Another Russian vehicle makes a mad dash on the left.
Shot, over. Shot, over.
Shot, over. Out. Shot,
Shot,
out.
out. Fire from back.
A short but glorious life.
Shot, over.
And with that destruction, we call it quits. Combination of the map and forces left mean Reds have no chance of victory.
I carried out my orders. I sent in all of my boys. But the Germans engulfed us. They have artillery, aircraft, tanks. And me, what did I have?
The sacred duty to resist. I have to report to the boss. Perhaps you'd prefer to avoid the red tape. My name is Nikita Sergeyevich Khrushchev. I've come to take things in hand here. Now, I want our boys to raise their heads. I want them to act like they have balls. I want them to stop shitting their pants. That's your job. As political officers, I'm counting on you. You What's your suggestion?
Shoot all the other generals who have retreated. And their chiefs of staff too.